I know you're panicked. We had to go 6 minutes without a beard, but I'll fix it now. Here he comes with his beard, Mr. Brian Gaar.
What's up? Hey guys. So here's my problem, guys. I love to play video games, but I'm way too old to be good at them anymore. Like, the other day, I was playing Modern Warfare online, and these kids were just mocking me relentlessly because I was so bad at it. And at one point, one of them asked me how old I am, and I tell him 35. And his response makes me feel 135. He goes, "How old are you?" And I said 35. And he said, "Wow." And then he said, "I respect that." Now, what the hell does that mean? I was like, yes, when I was a child, video games came in cartridge form. And sometimes we had to blow on them to get them to start. And sometimes, to save our game, we had to remember a 32-digit password. Or hold in the reset button while turning off the power. And other games wouldn't save at all. So if you were playing Double Dragon for 4 hours and your dad came in and turned off your Nintendo because it was time for dinner, guess what you got for dessert, asshole? 4 more hours of Double Dragon. Shoot, when I was a kid, I had to walk 10 miles in the snow, uphill, one man left, no continues, and the princess was in another castle. You kids are spoiled. I had to go to Best Buy the other day because I needed a new controller for my PlayStation, and Best Buy was selling a whole row of calculators in the shape of PlayStation controllers. And I was like, nice try, math. Can't fool me. But then I found what I was looking for. It was this arcade style, like a professional grade joystick. It was awesome. It cost me $150. And I got it home, and my wife was like, why did you spend that much money on something this pointless? Which I don't think is fair, because she has a master's degree in English. And can't even play Street Fighter with that, y'all. It's not. I am 35 though, and I've been playing video games and reading comic books and all that stuff my whole life. And it drives me crazy that I used to be a nerd, but now I'm not cool enough to be one anymore. Because now whenever I see like LeBron James wearing those chunky glasses, or Ashton Kutcher talking about how he loves playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I see my people's culture stolen like that, I'm like, oh, this is how Indians must feel. Doesn't belong to you. My sister just had a baby, and my wife and I went to go visit her and like see the baby. And just hearing my sister talk about being a new parent made me want to chop my own dick off and throw it away. It sounded like the worst. She was just like, we haven't slept for more than 2 hours. I haven't left the house in 6 months. Some days I don't even know my own name. And we got home and my wife was like, oh my God, that makes me want to have a baby so bad. And I was like, bitch, did you hear what she said? I don't call her a bitch. Only in here. You guys, this is actually a really special night for me. Tonight is my 5-year anniversary, believe it or not. Thank you. 5 years ago today, I was banned from Delta Airlines. And here's what happened. My buddy Petey and I, we had spent like 8 hours in this airport bar because our flight got delayed. And we were just getting, like, y'all know how there's different levels of getting drunk, right? We were getting like, we should start a band. That there was this delightful Swedish man sitting next to us, and we made friends with him. And formed a gang with him. And we named the gang. That's the last thing I remember. I wake up, we're in the plane, in the air. I don't know where we are. I look over and a stewardess is just standing over Petey, shaking him, yelling at him to wake up. And I look around and that's when I realize everyone else is just staring at us in horror. And I look back over at Petey. His pants were undone. Turns out he had gotten up in the middle of the flight and started sleepwalking back toward the bathroom and made it about halfway. Then he turned in the aisle, unzipped, and he hosed down a mother of 3. He just peed on her. Stewardess finally wakes him up. She's like asking him what his name is and where he's from. All he would tell her is that he was a member of the Swedish conquistadors. We're banned from Delta for life. To this day, he doesn't remember a bit of it. All he remembers is that he had a dream about a urinal that wouldn't stop crying. Thank you guys very much.
Brian Gaar.